traffic lights. I'm having my quick. Come on, man! What the fuck? We've been here for 4 fucking hours, man! Stupid piece of shit light, man! Fuck you, man. This fucking. We've been stuck here for 3-4 fucking minutes! Yeah, if I get a ticket where you're not supposed to, dude, the light's been off for like 4 minutes. We were waiting. Fucking stupid ass fucking traffic light, dude. No, seriously, we were waiting for 4 minutes. Let's look at the time. I'm like, dude, like turn green already. It must have been malfunctioning, dude. Fuck that. I'll take that shit to court, man. If I get a ticket saying that, oh, you're doing so, dude, the light was turned off for 4 minutes. I didn't want her to go around and wait and all that. The light didn't even turn on. Homie, it's like 3:45 in the morning. You're wearing black. What is up with the green apples? Green apples have been so bad. Been so bad. For the last couple of times I've been buying them, dude. They're either sour or not. And so far they've been mostly really sour. I'm talking about like sour, you know? So if I have the opportunity to stay 12 hours today, I have done about 71 hours of work for these past 6 days. Oh my God, these bitch ass construction people are still doing road work here. What are they doing exactly, man? They shut down like 4 lanes. And then, oh my God, yesterday my whole schedule got screwed up thanks to these 3 idiots who got in a car crash. Delayed us to an hour. What are you jabronis doing? That you had to shut down the entire, like, most of the freeway. By the way, the light's not bothering you. I'm doing good. I do feel a little sleepy because I didn't have a good night's sleep. It took me a while to fall asleep because for several factors. For one, like I said earlier, these 3 morons got in a car accident on the freeway And it was so bad that I was stuck there for an hour on the goddamn ramp. So basically it took about close to 2 hours to get back home, even though it takes 25 minutes to get to my job at this hour. And if I used to do 8-hour shifts, I get out at 2, it'd take me about 35 minutes to get back home. But because I'm doing OT, overtime, it's the hour of people leaving, as long as there's no car accidents, because this is the thing what pisses me off so much about people on the goddamn freeway. Okay? Let me give you some space, idiot. Is that I get that the lanes, the 2 lanes closer to the car accident has to slow down because, you know, there's police officer, tow trucks, people, right? The first 2 lanes. But why the F does everybody have to slow down? I don't fucking get it. I understand that the first 2 lanes have to slow down or move to the next lane. But why does everybody? It causes a huge delay, fuckers. Oh, I just don't want to get a ticket. You're not even next to it, you dipshit. The fuck? So I was stuck there for almost 2 hours on the goddamn freeway, man. And then, of course, it was time for me to go to bed. But, of course, there was a helicopter flying around because there was some type of standoff around my neighborhood. The police officer, I'm not even joking, right? The goddamn police helicopter was flying around for about maybe 40 minutes, and they're just saying, please come out with your hands up. Please come out. This is the city, blah, 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 police department. Come out with your hands up. We know you're at the garage. And no, that wasn't me, by the way. No. And then finally, when I was able to go to sleep, it was already late. I was like, ah, shit, it's one of those nights I can't go to sleep. But eventually I did fall asleep, but I must have gotten at least 6 hours of sleep last night. Whatever. It doesn't happen every day like it used to. It happens once, twice, every couple of weeks, or every month. I'm getting more quality sleep than ever, so, yeah. Everything that you don't like to eat is supposed to be the healthy stuff. The stuff that's supposed to help your body. Fuck me, dude. On the streaming I did, what was it, last Sunday? I looked at some of the Marshall stuff, or was it Saturday? I don't know. But I wasn't in the mood of looking at it because I was just annoyed with the same bullshit he wrote. But somebody let me know on one of the things I read, I missed the part where Marshall's mom, and I have to say, I have to give credit to Marshall's mom. She's actually telling Marshall to go get a job. Can you imagine you being close to your 30s and your mama had to tell your ass to go get a job? That shit should have been implemented in your mind since you were like 15, 14 years old, about thinking about getting a job. Almost 15 years later, this fucker is like, oh, I'm annoyed that my mom's telling me I gotta get a job. Dude, you're not 14 years old, fuckwad. Like, I'm dead ass serious, dude. I gotta find somewhere closer to my job to live, man. That's why I'm trying to get enough OT, enough money, just to build up the account as quickly as possible before anything dumb happens. You know what I mean? Just so I could save money on gas, mileage. You know, and then just to avoid the stupid, dumb LA County traffic, because traffic builds up here, right? if there's a car accident or there's a police officer pulling over a person, and everybody has to slow the fuck down. No, it can't just be the 2 lanes that it's closest to the incident. It has to be all the lanes that every motherfucker has to slow down. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm eating this apple because I looked at the time before I got on the vehicle to head out to work, and I realized I'm not going to have time to make myself a black tea. Have a little whole grain bar that they have at work. By the time I get there, I gotta roll my ass to work. So I'm eating this bitch ass. It's a healthy apple. It's healthy. It regulates your blood glucose and everything. It helps with your blood and everything. One thing's for sure though, I am tired. I'm really tired. Cause okay, this entire week I wasn't working my typical position, the assembly line. I was working in the shipping. They got real behind to a point they needed help. And of course, I was one of those people who volunteered to help. And I was palletizing. What is that? I was in charge of every time I got a box down the rolling pins or whatever it's called, and putting it on individual crates, pellets, stack it up real high, wrap it up, lift it with the pellet jack, take it to the machine that spins it around, and it wraps it up with paper. I mean, with that clear stuff, and then taking it outside and all that. And the job is straightforward, right? A lot straightforward. I like the fact that you work almost individually. You don't work in a team base, which I like. Not saying I don't like what I'm doing right now, of course not. I don't mind it at all. You gotta adapt. You gotta adapt. You gotta get used to it, right? If you like it or not. I'm cool with where I'm at. Alright? But, yeah. This one is a little bit more like you and you work on it on your own and more individual. Everybody works as a team, but it seems more like straightforward. But the thing what makes it tough is that I made it tough for myself because, of course, I had to walk around and try to give a hand and help people out. Clean up, like pick up the boxes they just emptied out so they don't have to stop their work and take it elsewhere. I go, I get everything, I take it over there. And it's simple picking up boxes. Some of them are 3 pounds, other are 10 pounds, 12 pounds, right? Putting on the pellets, stacking them up. The hardest part is that you got to keep doing it for 12 hours straight. And you got to bend down, squat for 12 hours straight for doing that. Yeah, and then on top of that, I'm walking everywhere. And I do over 10 miles in 12 hours. Yeah, it gets tiring. Like, for example, yesterday I did about 11 and a half, or if not 12 miles of walking. Then the day after that, I did actually 14 miles. And the first day I did 11 miles or 10 miles. So basically I did about over 36 miles in the last 3 days. Basically. Oh my God, you construction putos are here too? What are you guys doing here? What are you guys constructing, man? Damn. But, yeah. If anybody sees this, I'm going to give you guys one advice. If you want to avoid not getting on the bad side of your bosses, just because you don't see them, still think in your mind that they're watching you. Always have this mentality in your head that they're watching you. And stay busy. That's the best way you could be on everybody's good side. It's not complicated. Living around here is kind of like out of the question, unless some of these smaller apartments and all that as a cheaper. I don't know, because if you're just going by for what the internet says, you're just gonna get what they're showing you. Sometimes you're better off with just going and searching, because you might find something much more affordable. But I don't want to go and pay rent at some place inside a house that has people. No, I'm not doing that. I want to have something that has its own, like a small little home or something, dude. But the mobile communities are like ridiculously high price. You're better off of getting a house in a mobile park around these parts. Like, you're better off of getting a house than a fucking mobile trailer, mobile home and all that. Because mobile homes are supposed to be the alternative of living on the cheap. But that only goes to other states. The lot fees are cheaper. Over here, fucking California, goddamn made it to a point that it seems that it's much more expensive and pricier because of the lot fees. Around here, $2,600 a month for a lot fee just to have it stationed there. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. Unless I keep searching, then maybe I'll find something affordable. But on top of that, mobile home, cool. Or get a fifth wheel or travel trailer, an RV. But I did some research, and you have to do maintenance on it, properly maintain it, do inspections, and you would extend its lifespan. One of the biggest advantages I have is that I live in California, so we get like the weather here is great basically when it comes to RV living, trailer living. Like anybody who has an RV, this weather is great. Because if you lived in other states that it's really cold or wet and all that, it will decline the lifespan on the top and all that real quickly on those type of vehicles. But here, since the weather is like this, it's actually great for it because it doesn't fuck up your RV as quickly enough as in other states. So I got to think about that. And I'm like trying to do research. Okay, if I do this and that and do all these inspections, like maintain it, give it all the wax or whatever it needs to keep an eye for leaks, supposedly they'll last like 30 years, an RV and all of that. Okay, cool, 30 years. I want it longer, right? And so I come to discover something that I had no idea existed. And I think it's called a destination trailer. I think that's what it's called. And they're not even that bad. And supposedly they're built to last even longer than RVs and trailers and fifth wheels and stuff like that. Okay. They said they properly maintain it, and they're built with aluminum framings, which will last long. And they last about supposedly 40 to 50 years, which I'm looking at that. Because of course I'm in my 40s, and you know you got to be realistic on your situations, right? I'm not going to live 200 years, 300 years, you know, something like that. The last 50 years will be enough. And hope to God I don't end up going to a fucking retirement home, because that's the last thing I'm going to fucking do. You're not taking me to a retirement home. Fuck that. I'm not going to be surrounded by people trying to baby me. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. And the travel destination, I think that's what they're called, destination trailers. They're not that bad, but there's still one major problem that I need to solve. If I get that solved, then I don't have to worry about it. Location, where am I going to put it? There's community parks that you could put it. In other states, they have permanent livings for travel trailers, fifth wheels, you name it, right? They have permanent places to place it with tubing for long-term stationary use. But that's in other states. This is fucking California. What I found, it's only temporarily. I'm not looking for temporarily. I'm looking for long-term. You know what I mean? So I gotta look for that. I just gotta look for that. If I can find a place that says, okay, you can have it park your stationary trailer long-term for decades, that's one problem out of the way. One major problem. But anyways, I got a whole goddamn year to think about that, or a year and a half. So for right now, I'm just gonna enjoy what I'm doing. I'm very grateful for what I'm doing, and fuck it. I'm turning this off. Actually, let me fix my parking because I could tell right away I didn't park correctly. I'm done eating this apple. Goddamn. Later.